Folks, hello and welcome to Tavern Chat. I'm your host, Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR, your main proprietor of the Tenkars-Tavern blog. What do we have on the bottom of the screen? We have a link. Oh my God. Tenkars-Tavern.games / BlueRooster. BlueRooster, uh, my favorite is the garlic. It's spices, dehydrated powdered spices. They are amazing. The onion, to me, is like using fresh onion, and the garlic is the best garlic you're gonna find, bar none. I just used the paprika tonight, and a little gravy. Put a little pop in my in my Thanksgiving, my Christmas turkey breast. But why? Why do I? By the way, this is Glenn Hallstrom's wife's page. We don't do sponsorships, right? We don't do scripts. If I did scripts, this would be organized. But we don't do sponsorships. I don't do paid advertising. If I talk about something, if I bring up something, it's because it interests me or because I believe in the product. I do believe in the product of Glenn's wife. It's what I used to cook with tonight, prepping Christmas dinner. So there's going to be a few things I'm going to cover tonight. First off, I'm already reaching out to people for the post Christmas fireside chats. And I think that my community, my viewers will be surprised and overall happy with the people that I've lined up. Some may be controversial. That's okay because they all do quality work, and that's going to be the key. That's going to You might not like the individual, but look at their work and go, all right, they do good stuff. Or you might like the individual and they think like they do good stuff. That would be a win-win, right? But I'm hoping that you're going to get to see a side of my guests that you maybe don't normally see. We'll see how well this works out. So, fireside chats will be kicking off. The first, I don't know, one or two will be seen pretty much right away after they are recorded and edited. There's not real editing that goes on in this channel. But after the first one or two are out there, so you can get a taste of it, they are going to be held on to generally for about 5 to 7 days, a working week to a full week. And if you're a paid member, you'll get it immediately. If you're a subscriber, you'll see it, like I said, about a week after they're recorded. I think that's a fair way to give some benefits to our members that support this channel, and at the same time, make sure that everybody gets all the content that's created. So that's one thing. Number two, why the? By the way, I love this piece of artwork. I think it's really cool. I just wish it was dwarves and not gnomes, but can't have everything. So today was a day of very limited time and a lot of prep. Okay. Rach and I had to go out to Connecticut for breakfast with the in-laws to come back to New York City to make dinner for 9 and have it ready by 5 o'clock. And it's kind of like last minute GM prep. We knew this was coming, but there's stuff that you just can't get done until the last minute. I can't cook ahead of time, right? It still has to get heated. It's going to dry out. So we learned a few shortcuts. Chicken breast cooks very well, very tender, very juicy, in an Instant Pot. So the Instant Pot, I don't know, turkey, 5.5 pound turkey took less than 40 minutes to cook, and then it stayed hot for the next hour and a half. We heated up a pre-cooked sliced ham. That took about an hour and a half, and then we had to glaze it. And so you're doing all this stuff, you're making all this stuff, and you have to make sacrifice. Like if you're going to be getting ready for a game, you're going to have to cut something. If I am suddenly finding out that I'm running a game in 4 hours, I can't be sitting down watching YouTube videos or binge watching on Netflix. That's obvious, right? Well, you also need to be able to find some shortcuts or some aids and some assistance to you. So I find, for me, Inkwell Designs has, I guess they're encounter decks, but Inkwell does some really good work when it comes to inspiration. My gaming bag always has at least one of Inkwell's decks. Why? Because I've had to do this in the past. Oh, no GM. You're out at the game store. You have this regular scheduled game. All right, I'm running. So be it. Go to my deck, deal myself 2 to 3 cards, look at those three, see which one or ones really inspire me, and then take 10 minutes to get my adventure ready and rolling, and I can do a 2 to 3 hour session from that. You can do it. It takes a little aid. I could not sit down at the table and just go, all right, and I know people can. Give me 10 minutes, I'll have an adventure ready for you. But you can give me a deck of cards that are visual aids and have some encounters written out or some snippets of plot that will click for you. So again, for us, it was the Instant Pot. It was literally stacking some time. Like Instant Pot's going on the counter, I can get the ham going. And then even then, you still have to find time to do the socialization. I don't know how it is for you all for the Christmas holidays, but for my family, it's always been the time frame. Like everybody shows up around between 1 and 3, and then that time is supposed to be spent mindlessly eating snacks before dinner at 5:30. And if you're spending all that time cooking, then you're not participating in the socialization. So Rachel and I cut out about 55 minutes to sit down and socialize before going back and completing the food prep. So it's got to be it's got to be that balance, and we did it. I think we're going to be cooking for Easter too. That won't require us to be in 2 different states in the same day and make a meal. Should be a little bit more balanced. Other than that, also OSR Christmas. OSR Christmas will be on the blog tonight. It's going to be a big night. You'll have a couple of days to get your comments in. We got some physical gifts that are in the pot. It's a nice pot. It's a pretty pot. And I'm going to ask people to state, where do you live? In the U.S., outside the U.S.? Because some things ship only U.S., some things will ship international. It's important to know this stuff. Other than that, I hope you've all, if you celebrate it, have a very merry, blessed Christmas. I hope it went really well. Our next live stream will be Wednesday night. We're going to have a bunch of guests. It's the last Talking Crit of the year. Should be good. I'm not sure if we're going to do a live on Friday, but we're going to do the normal Gamers Health live on Saturday, probably with a special guest. Still going to lock it down. Things have been hectic. And then on New Year's Eve, we're going to be doing a live stream from 11:30 probably to about a little bit after 1, probably 1:15, 1:30 Central Time, with special guests from the Gamers Health live stream, because we want to celebrate the new year and ring it in with our friends in the community. All right, folks, on that note, as usual, be safe, be well. God bless. Roll those dice. Roll them well. Back again tomorrow with another video. I'll catch you then.